This is my first post, one I never thought I'd make. I apologize if it's a bit rambly and my 39F husband, 43 a man, and I have been together, 12 years married 8 at the end of the year. We have 2 kids, 5.5 and 2 men. I felt we had issues for a few years, but he always excused it as tired, etc. Communication was never his strong point, something I would always bring up, and have to force him to open up. Things deteriorated slowly, to the point we were basically roommates. I had complications after my first birth that inexplicably killed my previously high libido. It was a struggle, but he said he understood and didn't push much. After the second, there's some improvement in my condition, libido, but between the exhaustion and whatever was already apparently between us, our sexual relationship didn't improve. He was and is a perfect father, fully engaged with the kids, did his part around the house. The way I felt was that we were in the little kid slump. I knew I was neglecting us, but again, he never said anything, so I never knew how truly unhappy he was. There is so much more context to this. I could write a book, but it all came to a head a few weeks ago. We had a fight about something stupid that shouldn't have even been a fight. Afterwards, it actually got him to start talking. He's been unhappy for years, doesn't know what will actually make him happy. He never wanted kids, though he loves them and can't imagine his life without them now, is no longer in love with me, isn't really attracted to me anymore, etc. It was heartbreaking to hear, but it was a really good conversation where we really opened up, shared things about how we were feeling that we'd never properly shared. We both vowed to make more conscious effort into the uses, and I immediately started. I didn't expect much from him at first. I knew he was really struggling, and suspected some depression, but I thought we'd be fine as long as we continued putting effort in. But my anxiety started playing up, my paranoia started getting on top of me, and I was struggling to believe if he'd been this miserable for this long, that he was doing it alone. I began to suspect that there was at minimum an emotional affair going on, but it was just my gut paranoia. I had no proof. I asked to see his phone. We always had an open phone policy, so I figured it would help calm me. Instead, I found he had changed the passcode he'd had since before I knew him, because apparently he forgot 4 numbers, but I found nothing else. The feeling never went away though. I was having crazy conversations with myself, trying to work out why I was suddenly so mistrustful with no evidence. But then I paid attention to little things that could still be explained away perfectly innocently, but still raised questions. I've always kept a close eye on our bank account, just something I do to keep track of our spending, and I noticed he was buying 2 coffees every time. Such a stupid little thing. But last night I decided to check his work bag while he was putting our youngest to bed, and found love letters. They go back to January, but I know that means the relationship goes back further. I can't describe the letters. I don't want the words to run through my head again, but they describe their deep love for each other, how much she struggles but wants him forever. Blah blah blah. I want to punch her. Lol. But him, I honestly want to forgive. I called him an ass, threw her socks at him. They were in his bag and I still have no proper understanding why he had her socks, and demanded answers. I made him choose. His hesitation should have been enough, but he picked me. I still love him. I still want a future together, so I'm praying we can still fix it. And part of me is ashamed. He says they weren't physical other than kisses and hugs. They work together. Part of me wonders if he's still lying, but I also just want it to be true, so I'm not asking again. I feel like I can't reach out to anyone we know. I still blame myself for my part in sending him elsewhere, even while blaming him for not just telling me his feelings years ago, so we could have avoided this shit. We're trying to find a way to move forward now. And I see him feeling bad about ending things with the OW. And while I give 0 shits for her feelings, I weirdly feel bad that I'm making him hurt by ending something that seems to have had real feelings for him. I know a sane person would end it, but we have too much together, and I just don't want to go through the heartbreak of ending it. I can't do it. I don't know what I want from this other than just somewhere to get it out. I know I'll get some judgment, be told to leave, etc. But I'm kind of hoping for support too somewhere in there. Thanks for listening.